Hi everybody, welcome to this Wall Street News. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the headline Consumer Price Index was unchanged in May, lower than expectations of 0.1% increase. When it comes to the CPI data, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said, quote, "We'll need to see more good data to boost our confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward 2%. Jerome Powell delivered remarks after the Federal Reserve's two-day policy meeting on Wednesday said, quote, "Today, the FOMC decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged and to continue to reduce our securities holdings," end quote. The updated economic projection in June signaled only one rate cut this year. 10-year Treasury yield falls to 4.31% as inflation slowed in May. S&P 500 rose 0.85% as interest rates fell. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the headline Consumer Price Index was unchanged in May after a 0.3% increase in April. The headline CPI increased 3.3% year over year, less than expectations of 3.4%. We can see a 2% drop in the energy sector. Gasoline decreased 3.5% and fuel oil fell 3.6%. The core CPI, excluding food and energy, rose 0.2% from the previous month and 3.4% over the past 12 months, lower than expectations of 3.5%. The Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell discussed the inflation data during the press conference on Wednesday, said, quote, "So far this year, the data have not given us that greater confidence. The most recent inflation readings have been more favorable than earlier in the year, however. There have been modest further progress toward our inflation objective. We'll need to see more good data to boost our confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward 2%. When it comes to the economic projections, Jerome Powell said, quote, "If the economy evolves as expected, the median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 5.1% at the end of the year," end quote, revised up from 4.6% in March. Currently, we have the target range of the federal funds rate at 5.25% to 5.5%. So we may expect one rate cut this year if the economy evolves as expected. In addition, the longer run rate increased from 2.6% to 2.8%. Jerome Powell also discussed the increase in the longer run rate during the conference call. Jerome Powell said, quote, "You're right, it didn't move up. People have been gradually riding up because I just think people are coming to the view that rates are less likely to go down to their pre-pandemic levels." The question of how restrictive is policy has become one that everyone's asking, and we're asking it too. My answer has been that policy is restrictive. The 10-year Treasury yield had jumped after the stronger than expected jobs report on last Friday. The yield fell as CPI reports showed that the inflation slowed in May, but the yield was up slightly due to the one rate cut projection during the FOMC. For the US stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.85% Wednesday as interest rates fell. Nasdaq jumped 1.53%. Both S&P 500 and Nasdaq closed at a record high on Wednesday, but Dow fell 0.09%. This is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.